Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Under the Tea. This is Season 2, Under the Tea Reheated. We are not late. I have a possible guest with us, and they are struggling right now. Everybody. Welcome to this week's episode. Oh, shit. Accident.
Was it double playing?
No, it was. It's fine.
Oh, you were Chrome audio, right?
Yeah, well, because the Chrome audio is doing the music right now. So,
yeah.
I hope you guys are fine with the music. I just picked some chill music. I don't really want something blowing your ears out. And we're not going to pull in a Lara and just play fucking Persona music all stream. That's way doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Been a long day because hospital stuff, but I'm ready to just relax. No music? What music? Do they not hear the music?
Let me see. It should be playing. It is playing. What are you guys talking about? I could see it's sending. I feel like you're lying to me.
I think they're gaslighting us, are they?
There's music, it's just really quiet here. We will up a little bit. And you guys can tell me if that is a fine amount or if that's too loud. Why is there a Discord ping? There's a Discord ping because there's a Discord ping. Fine, here, I will go back to Discord and I will set it on streamer mode. However, I'm supposed to do that.
This is why I always have my shit on Do Not Disturb, because I hate getting pings.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Disable all notification sounds. That works. Dama, you gonna speak with us? Does the father speak? You sound like you're dying.
I'm having tech issues since sadly.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm gonna add you as a browser source real quick. We'll take you down here. We will. Sorry, chat. We're scuffing it up because Dama was late getting here.
It's not my fault.
Oh, that is a really tiny Fuji tech.
Yeah. I forgot to resize the art on my own canvas.
But there we go, guys. There's what Dama is going to be tonight. Oh no, Lumi went to sleep.
I just looked away from the camera.
Anyways, very quiet, chill. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
It's such a cute little PNG.
Thank you.
But I wanted the volume very quiet. So this chat is my friend Father Dama.
No.
We stream on Fridays a lot. They're having an anniversary right now. It's an anniversary, right?
Yeah, my 1 year anniversary.
Look, we got our little baby here. Our little baby VTuber. They are a femboy priest VTuber, which means they're very predisposed to grooming.
What? Nuh-uh.
Keep an eye out on them, chat. But, I thought it's a stingray. But chat, you can ask questions to us about all the wild stuff that has gone on, but we reserve the right to not answer a question. It's got to be reasonable stuff. We're not here to trash people. I mean, we are here to trash people. We're just not here to trash our people.
Yeah.
Yes, chat, it's a femboy because all my friends are femboys.
All my friends are femboys.
Femboys or shotas or lollies. It's a femboy, but it's Shota coded. Didn't know you were giving more bait for Lumi. Yeah, I'm one of those people that Lumi has lured them back to the white van.
Hey, I mean, if there's a cute design, I will grab hold of it and just say this is mine now.
But yeah, somebody has to help Lumi with the bait.
True.
I mean, and we're talking about the rest of the bait, or the second part of the bait tonight. We've got the Roofies happening at Twitchcon. I don't know if you two have heard about that. I don't know if Chad's heard about that. Apparently everybody
I heard a little bit about it.
Apparently everyone went to TwitchCon and got drugged.
I mean, I already put out a little tweet about that, on the last day of TwitchCon? But also, like, this is going to be my little spicy bit for the night. If you think you got drugged, go to the hospital. Because there's only one person that I've seen that said I got roofied that actually went to the hospital. Don't forget, ladies, if you're on antidepressants or any emotional medications, don't drink alcohol because that's not going to be a fun time.
Chat is asking, are you saying Arch is a Shota now, Lumi?
I'll eventually get him to be a Shota.
Chat, Lumi is the first VTuber to groom people backwards.
Yes, actually.
It's an untapped market. Standard con BS happens every time. I don't know. I mean, I guess, but like, should that really be happening at every con?
It's so stupid. Ugh.
Get your
Also
drink
having
covers.
turns.
Don't let anybody else get a drink for you. If you think you're drugged, go to the hospital.
I don't know. It's all dumb. You would think that, people would be aware of their surroundings, but I also know that it's stupidly easy to spike people's drink as well. So it's like, never get a cup of alcohol. Ask for a bottle. Don't open it until you want to drink it. Or do what someone who commented on my post said. Bring a flask. Trust any places that will not let you bring your own container.
I don't know. I feel like it. I mean, I guess I get the point of why people don't let you bring your own containers sometimes, but it always seems like for a bar.
It's like for a bar, I get not bringing your own personal containers, but you could still ask for the bottle.
Yeah.
But at public events, you should be able to bring your own flask and stuff.
Yeah, I could. For me, more so, I guess, like clubs where there's an entrance fee at the door. I am like, why would you prevent people from bringing their own shit in? Kind of deal, you know?
It's like I will never go to a public event like that because 1, I hate crowds. 2, I hate people. And 3, someone can just carry me around on a fucking screen and I'll drink safely at home.
Yeah, I've never saw the appeal of getting blackout drunk in public. Even just getting like wasted in public is like you're nowhere near home. There's like a whole lot of steps between you and getting home in that situation. Why do you want to risk it? Because I know a lot of people be like, well, I'll just get an Uber. It's like, do you think the Uber's safe? Like, there's a lot of shit that happens with you Ubers. I don't know. I think it was a bad idea all around. And apparently it's been a shit show over at Twitch. But we'll get more into that later. You mind if I go to the first thing I had for you? Or us?
Yeah, go ahead.
So chat. Also, I'm sorry if what do you call it? Blah, 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 blah. If everything isn't like absolutely perfect yet, because I'm still kind of winging it.
We are getting some things made and all that to make things a little more smooth and all, and all that fun jazz. I did find a stinger artist that would be really cute to do all of it as well.
So right now, chat, I'm just kind of using the assets I already had for myself. So if anything goes wrong, let me know. Yes, chat, the fruit dumpster fire, but not necessarily about fruit. And you guys can kind of already see it. And I included it because I included this person specifically because Kason deleted the post. So for those of you who don't know, Fruit released a document talking about the allegations of her cheating on her husband while he was deployed. And it is 90 pages. Just no joke, 90 pages. The biggest questions around it are, why did she release it? Because there's no drama going on right now. So it's kind of weird that she dropped this. Like, there's no allegations going on with her. So we're not going over those 90 pages of whatever, because it's a lot, and we need to, if we do, we have to sit down and we need to like read all of it and not just skim it.
I don't feel like reading it. If you want a nice comprehensive fucking stream going over the actual document, go to Proctor's stream. He did a nice long one on that. But I've been hearing the rats, squeaking about, saying that it was probably a PR stunt because she wasn't getting hardly any attention on a new outfit and merchandise. Yeah. But her fucking coworker, what's her name, Michi or something like that, got like a ass load more attention.
Yeah, Fruit's been having some struggles with their merch. But Fruit releasing the document wasn't necessarily all that interesting. The thing is, I already knew basically everything that was in it. She hasn't particularly released anything that I couldn't have gleaned myself from over the years. But so many people came out in defense of her. Which by itself isn't an issue. But so many of them posted their support of her before the tweet had been up for 2 or 3 minutes. So there's no way they read all 90 pages. They just mindlessly said, "Oh God, this is so bad, I feel so sorry for you." And they clearly didn't read any of it. And Kason originally had the same thing and then deleted it. And then Kason made this post, which was, "Oh boy, everyone being so nasty about this post, and I just noticed it. Not getting the situation correctly, but I admit I have only read the first few pages. I rushed to show love and support to my vshojo sis. I think that's also what the other girls did. Let me make myself clear about this because I don't want any misunderstanding. I do not tolerate cheating. As an Onisan of vshojo, I have the right to slap her in the face if she did. I know nothing about relationships. Who am I to judge her past? But at the end of the day, Fruit's been nothing but nice to me from day one, and that's all that matters to me. So yes, I will support my girl if she is feeling down. I will respect her opinion, right or wrong, but persuade her if she is going the wrong way. That is the kind of friend I want. I don't judge people by what they are said to be like on the internet. I only judge by what someone is towards me, because of what I've experienced. This is my opinion. Thank you for reading this."
I mean, it's a valid thing for Kason to say. And it's like, it's not a bad post either. It's staying very neutral to siding with Fruit and everything. But, like, it's weird that management forced her to delete it.
Yeah, chat. So, Kason made a huge misstep immediately after this, because then they deleted the post. And I'm sorry, like, the cropping's weird, but this is, as far as I know, the only one that has like this saved. Okay, management told me to delete it, so I did. So the issue is that she told everybody that vshojo came to her and said, "You need to delete these messages." That's why. That opens up so many questions to how vshojo sees it, to how vshojo wants it to be seen. Like, And then she just said it publicly. I don't know. It's such a bad idea. What would you think?
It was stupid. It was honestly so fucking stupid. It's like, it's not like Kei-san was like, oh no, this is bad. Oh my god, why'd she do this? No, she was still technically supporting Fruit and all that shit. It just made it look so much worse. And what made it's like, oh, it's another thing, because Asmongold was talking about it as well, and there was like a clip going around. And then suddenly that clip and his entire stream from that day was gone. So vshojo definitely got hold of him.
Oh yeah.
So that doesn't look good either.
I think let Fruitkeeper Dappa make Kei-san take her tweet down. Not a good look. Yes. Her legal mindset saying it could run afoul of non-disparagement clauses. Possibly. But then I feel like her saying management made me delete it kind of makes it worse, I guess. It's because it's not a good look for vshojo. It's not a good look for Fruit. Why did Twitter just do that? I'm not asking any questions. It's gonna go not their way, in my opinion. Like we said, we don't want to cover like all the Fruit stuff. It's just all you really need to know is basically any major VTuber you know of came out in support of Fruit's document, and none of them read it. Just point blank, none. I'm willing to hazard a guess that none of them have read all 90 pages all the way through. I'd put money down on it. What about you guys? You want to take that bet?
I'd take that bet.
You couldn't pay me to read all 90 pages. From what I heard, there was like multiples of the exact same screenshot and shit.
Yeah.
And just not even having like screenshots she took herself, but taken from like an archive site. I don't know.
Yeah, some of the stuff I saw, I feel like had to have been taken from somewhere else because it was so compressed. Like you could count the pixels on one hand that were in the picture. Like I don't believe that she took some of those pictures herself. They had to be one of the ones that was shared around 20 different times and she just found it somewhere.
Yeah. It's like, again, if you guys want a fucking comprehensive talk of that and more, you know, Proctor screeching, you can watch Proctor stream on it. He covered it. I think the stream's like 4 hours long. So if you're cleaning or have literally nothing to do, go listen to that.
Yeah. Because we're probably not going to touch it, honestly. Nope. So that actually goes well into the next thing we have, which is, would you guys believe there was another cheating scandal that happened shortly after Fruit released her, you'd call it a cheating exoneration document?
Oh my god, really?
No way.
So I shared this with Lumi. This might be the first time you're seeing this, Dama. But this person called King Caffeine, who is apparently with Team Liquid or ex-Team Liquid and Cloud9, which are major like esports teams. Apparently their wife cheated on them with a roleplay partner from Grand Theft Auto Online. I don't. How does that go? Like,
I don't know.
I have no words.
I will say, I don't know if I'll find it in the replies here, but I've seen a picture of the guy she cheated on him with, and I don't see it. Like, you know what I mean? It's, how would I describe him? He looks like if you took a hillbilly mountain man and added 500 pounds.
Jesus.
And
That's a description, but you're not incorrect.
it better be some really good role play. I just, you have to think, guys, this wasn't like VR chat roleplay or something like that's actually sexual. It was fucking Grand Theft Auto. Now, to clarify, she didn't cheat on him with the roleplay. She cheated on him with her roleplay partner. He was okay with the roleplay. He mentions that at some point. But she went out to meet the roleplay partner to sleep with them in real life. It's not roleplay cheating, it's real cheating.
Jesus.
Wouldn't be that big of a scandal if the guy wasn't such a pedantic asshat about cheating bad, yet he cheated on his wife with a married woman. What?
Oh yeah, I did see that she was married.
But I have the little Imgur docs popped up. Oh, it's not gonna look right on chat. Can I fix this? I probably can, actually. Can I have a...
I mean, we can read it like how we read the toaster screenshots.
Oh god.
Oh, give me a second. I have it. Did we read all the toaster screenshots?
We did read all the toaster screenshots. Every single one of them.
Nah, that was a hot minute ago. I have to be careful with Imgur, because sometimes they just throw up porn on the side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the images are actually larger if you open up each individual one in another tab.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, there we go, that should be good. So, here we go, chat. We've got all our little Imgur images here. And this is her and the cheating partner. I believe she is Diva Jilly, and he's Moon 2.
Moon 2.
So you'll see, like, you guys can see most of it here, but when I zoom in, you're gonna have a harder time seeing it, obviously. I gotta shrink it because it's in my face. So,
Okay.
do either of you want to be Diva Jilly?
I'll be Diva Jilly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Call.
That's this is a mistake.
Can I read it?
You can read it if you want, yeah.
I'm pooping!
Fine, I cannot begrudge that.
Would you mind zooming in a little bit? It's like ant text for me. Thank you. Unrelatedly, enjoy sleeping in that bed tonight without me. There to make it a furnace alongside you.
That was not the primary issue impacting sleep quantity, and you know it.
I haven't a clue what you could possibly mean. Not one.
Playing coy, I see. Sir, I literally slept really well last night, just not long enough.
Me too, honestly.
Blushy face.
Do you still have a headache?
Nope. Turns out eating was good for that. Who knew? Also probably water. Thank you for checking on my headache.
Of course, I'm pretty sure I left the ibuprofen over there too.
You spoil me. God, I thought VTubers were bad. Jesus!
Why are you like... You're DMing your affair partner, and they're like, hey, I want to talk to you. They're clearly like being like lewd and wanting to get some, and your first reply back is, I'm pooping.
I'm pooping.
What? I just... Yeah, no, I'm glad you did that, Dom. I can't read that shit.
I literally cannot stop thinking. Oh no! No, I don't want to read it. Okay. I'm gonna paraphrase here.
No, you
I
gotta
literally
read it.
can't-
You gotta read it.
But I swear to fucking God, Dev, I see you in chat. Don't you dare clip any of this. I literally cannot stop thinking about you destroying my pussy. I'm a degenerate, depraved cum slut.
I've been pretty much thinking about blowing my load inside of you nonstop.
Same wavelengths. I like your frequency. I can't wait to be bred by you, truly. Okay, VTubers seem so fucking sane now. VTubers, I'm sorry.
Get that birth control taken out and I'll have you bent over and knocked up day one. That's a promise.
I swear to God, my ovaries couldn't get any warmer or
They could if I dumped my load into you, to be honest.
I wish you could have heard the whimper that just escaped my lips.
Just try to make one like it when I stuff you with my dick again. Ease. Is that say easy? It's
Yeah.
still anti-text.
I don't think I shall have any problems reproducing the sound of your enjoyment. In the musical of my mind, why are you like this? I had Majesty by Eminem and Nicki as our song for a while because of Eminem's part of the lyrics. Then I guess this is this is a picture of the fucking lyrics. Wifey's in Chicago, my side piece, but she's also someone's wife. So time we spend is borrowed. It's our moment right here. Fuck tomorrow. Because moments like these are to die for. I'll be very glad when the time doesn't feel borrowed anymore. I hate it here. I hate this. I hate this.
Alright, love your singing voice and the lyrics.
Blushy face, I said I wanted to serenade you.
I've never been serenaded before. I blushed.
That's cute. I like that. You're super cute.
I do be cute on occasion. Huh? What are you doing? Post-toss game?
EOS.
EOS game.
You're cute all the time, in my opinion. I'm just listening to sappy love songs.
You're such a girl.
This is what I'm reduced to.
Haha, to be in love, sitting by an AC unit, scrolling love songs on Spotify.
100%. I don't let anyone else tell me what to do, but I listen to you. It has taken all of my willpower not to just start packing my shit.
It'll be worth it. 100%.
I have no doubt about that. What are you doing?
Chilling with the boys.
And then that's all he says to end it off with.
Hello, I'm on me computer.
I just noticed his PFP. Yeah, his PFP is wild.
Hold on, I need to make a new Twitter post real quick. Dear cringy VTuber ERPers that do cringe shits. I apologize for making fun of you. This is so much worse. LMAO. I need to grab the fucking... There we go.
Don't you love it, Lumi? Is this guy in his 30s acting like he's 12? Yeah, something like that.
There you go. Posted.
So yeah, this poor guy just posts these messages up in a little Imgur link. Says, hey everyone, there's not really an easy way for me to say this, but Jillian, Diva Jilly, my wife of 15 years, and the role player of Sibhan on NoPixel GTA RP and the love of my life, has apparently been cheating on me for months with Twitch streamer Moon. Attached, you will find their messages from Twitchcon that I found when I was trying to see if she was okay after not responding to my check-in messages Saturday night. Really saddens me that it came to this after months of assuring me it was all just RP. I was sold the lie that it was just about sex positivity and girl bossing, when in reality they were just living out their secret fantasies while both being married. Okay, so they're both married. I didn't know the other guy was married. That was... I didn't see that part. I'm sure their rabid fan bases won't care, but I'm also sure there are plenty of people who will feel vindicated by this, especially those who warn about the dangers of ERP. Thanks, Trav. I got curious about finding these messages and checked other DMs. There were multiple guys she was sending and receiving sexual videos with, all of them in the NoPixel DOJ. No point in attaching these. She would call them her daddy or favorite or whatever pet names, obviously. Or obviously curating emotional relationships behind my back, and then had the audacity to act completely normal at home. Her best friend warned me about this, but I didn't take it seriously. This level of compulsive lying and sociopathy is honestly something I should have seen coming. This is the same person who would be the first to grandstand and virtue signal about other streamer drama. Since I was unemployed, she told me my job was to check other streams to give her intel on what people were doing at certain times, to make sure she had the best outcome for her character. This is not fair to anyone involved, and is admittedly very scummy, but hey, it worked. I guess more of the story is no one is safe and nothing is sacred. Bro, like, I don't know how you fell for the, where does he say it, sex positivity and girl bossing. Look, I feel kind of bad for you because it's 15 years of marriage. But did you really fall for that? Like,
I guess they did.
I mean, you guys get what I mean, right? Like, can you imagine your significant others, like, you see a bunch of sexting with somebody, and they're like, oh no, don't be a bigot. You need to be more sex positive. I'm just a girl boss. Like, how does that play out? Imagine getting cheated on by a GTA role player. Yeah, I think the thing is the length of the relationship, right? Because they said they were married for 15 years. That's a long ass time to just like casually cheat on your partner with Grand Theft Auto role players. House husband problems, yeah. Look, guys, the chat is funny. I don't want to like be mean to him because it sucks and it's not his fault. He got cheated on. The conversation is funny as fuck because it's so cringe.
It's so cringe. I hated it. And like, good, you got an easy way out of the marriage though, my guy, my dude.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming they're in California. Is California no fault? Like, would he get more if he brings up the fact that she's been cheating?
Is California a no fault state? No, California is not a no fault. No, that's for car accidents. It's a no-fault state for divorce. Yes, California is a no-fault state.
Sounds like a gal you hope gets to pay alimony in the divorce settlement. Yeah. I mean, if he's
Yep.
a house husband, he might. Because he says that he kind of lost his job and everything, so... Of course, this happened in California. I don't know what happened in California. I'm just assuming, because that's kind of where all the Twitch streamers are. Like, all the big ones, at least. His wife is also an OnlyFans model.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that should have been his first red flag.
Bro, the red flags are stacking up. You should have seen it, honestly. The guy's eyes, this marriage is a car accident.
Oh god, it's all a mess. It's all a mess.
Late night coffee. His marriage is kind of a car wreck. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be mean to him, guys, but he's kind of a sucker. Like, bro, if by any chance you ever see this, really sorry for you, genuinely. But if a woman comes up to you and says, you need to approve of me sexting other people because it's a girl boss, it's kind of on you. At least a little bit. It's a little bit on you. Tiny bit on you. Callie's a pure 50-50 state. If he doesn't have money and she does, she will have to pay him alimony. Well, that's good. I like the idea that there may be some sort of karmic justice in the future. Who cheats on their partner with Grand Theft Auto role players?
I would have more respect if it was Red Dead Redemption RPers, because at least they have standards. I used to do Red Dead RP, and they have like a whole like application process.
What?
Yeah, they have an application process. You have to type up your character and everything, have a backstory. You gotta show that you're going to be in character the entire time, voice acting and everything. It was very organized. It was very fun when I was doing it. I miss it sometimes, but then I'm like, I don't want to bring my streamer life into that shit.
I don't know. That could be funny. I could see you doing streams.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fucking fun. Was the application process long? Yes, it was. But it was worth it because it had they vetted a lot. Like, they didn't vet a lot of people. Like, the words. They vetted a lot of people, but they didn't accept many.
Funny this came up with all the HoloLive GTA RP. Is HoloLive doing a GTA RP right now? Lumi's red flags coming out. Lumi, are you gonna get exposed for creepy RP stuff?
I don't do Red Dead RP anymore. I don't have time for that.
Are you gonna get exposed for it in the future, though?
No, because icky stuff is icky. I don't do that.
Icky
I'm not a whore. If I wanted to be a whore, I would have done that as a VTuber too.
I think my fins are broken. Oh well. Doesn't matter. They just finished. I might have to look into it. Was it fun? Like, did they do anything interesting? Did they say any more N-words? I think my favorite HoloLive clip from Grand Theft Auto is not even the N-word one. It's the one of Miko on top of the building just sniping random civilians, saying, it's COVID, stay home, stay home.
That's funny.
Lumi showing her love for feet?
No! No!
Fuamoko is cute nurses. I mean, they would make cute nurses, but I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them to, like, operate on me. Yeah, stay home will always be the pow pow ambulance. You wouldn't even need the ambulance sound. You just have both of them going pow 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 pow. Miko went on fire again.
Bow, bow, bow.
Marnie was a stripper? Yeah, no, that checks out. That tracks.
There's so many names, and I only know like 3 of them.
Miko is the girl that dresses as the little shrine maiden with the pink hair.
I don't know who that is.
Marnie's the pirate woman who's a hag and who wants to get bread.
I don't know that one.
God damn it.
The only ones that I know are the twin dogs because I see porn of them a lot.
Bow bow.
Yeah, that one. And Gura, Mori because she's fucking everywhere. That's about it.
Fair. What about you, Dama? You'll guess. You know you can interject.
I don't want to be rude.
You have equal power here tonight.
I don't really watch Hololive though.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've only watched Watame for a little bit. She was cute.
Ah, fair. The dogs did indeed operate on people. Cop chases are wild. If you guys want to post some clips in the Discord, I will watch through them later. We can have a fun time watching Hololive clips. But
You can tell me exactly who these people are, so I'm not like, yeah, names. Yeah, sure.
God, somebody mentioned pole dances. I wish I could skip ahead to the last thing on our docket for tonight, but I had my order planned out very nicely because we start with the case on fruit cheating thing, so we can move into this guy's wife cheating on him at Twitchcon. So then we can move on to everybody getting drugged at Twitchcon.
God.
Apparently everybody was up to get roofied over in Twitchcon. This isn't somebody saying they got roofied. This is somebody that is advertising or sharing like an advertisement for drink caps. These are little caps where you can like buy a drink at a bar, you can slap it on top of it, and it prevents people from like dropping roofies in your drink. Ladies, you need one. Here you go. Apparently it comes recommended by a couple people. We start with them just because I wanted to take this at least like, semi-seriously. Didn't want to come off as rude to it. But I guess the first big person to like bring it up was, I believe, this person. And they posted theirs on September 23rd. I'm pretty sure they were one of the first people to bring it up. At least they're one of the first people to bring it up and get big and get like attention on it. Apparently they went to a party for something called Blurp. I actually think I use Blurp for some of my audio stuff. So my statement about being roofied at the 2024 Friday TwitchCon Blurp VIP party. So clarification, so Twitch doesn't try and sue us. This did not happen at TwitchCon. They were at TwitchCon and they went to an after party away from the TwitchCon building hosted by a company called Blurp, which does a lot of Twitch integration stuff. But they are not Twitch themselves. To start, this was mostly a VTuber party full of larger creators who were not wearing their usual facial disguises and coverings, meaning all thought it was a safe space to vibe and meet other creators. Just the thing, I'm never doing that. I'm never showing up to like a VTuber party and just like, oh yeah, hey guys, I'm Mizu. It's not happening. I don't know, do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I wouldn't go either, honestly.
I hardly like going to the grocery store, let alone to like clubs and public events. You're gonna have to drag me on a screen.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what's stopping someone from lifting the cover. I think the idea is if somebody tries to lift the cover, it's going to be a lot more noticeable than somebody just kind of like casually flicking a tiny little pill in your drink.
Yeah, but what if they like tried to slip like liquid or something on top of the cover? Would it not soak through?
I mean, but then you'd see like the top of the cover was like soaked, and then you'd probably be sus as fuck. Do you remember Off-Kai with the saddle toy hosted by one of the managers?
What?
Wait, what? I didn't hear about that one.
Nobody told me
Huh?
Akai was doing Sabian rides. Would you like to?
I'm surprised I haven't heard about this. I would have seen that shit all over the fucking groom cord.
You might have
Enlighten us.
Yeah, you might have to share some more information on that.
Drop a link in the Discord and ping us. Okay.
And it was for a little while. About 2 hours into it, the party started getting a bit more crowded, and I remember thinking, I didn't see this many people on the guest list. We all registered for, i.e. the security to a VIP party was shit. One of my close friends noticed their water tasted funny, and only took a few sips before they started feeling off, which I knew was most likely a low-grade roofie. While waiting for their Uber with them, I notified the security guard, who yelled at us for taking up the walkway, shaking my head, that she was most likely roofied. Shortly after she was picked up, it hit me hard. Now, for context, I have been roofied before, so I know how it feels. This was something much, much more severe. Once I started feeling heavy and unable to read well, I immediately ran to the bartenders, who I befriended, to let them know I'd been roofied and to take precautions. I was informed at that point that they had drink covers and were not handing them out. My friends, thank God they were there, had to carry my limp, hyperventilating body out of a party, which was soon blocked off by the fire marshals for overcrowding. For about 2 hours after that, I could only move my mouth, mumbling, and my eyelids. My point is, this was a VIP party with major creators there who felt it was a safe environment to demask. They had drink covers and did nothing, and the security was shit and started letting God knows who in after a few hours. They had a responsibility to take care of us and did not. My con was ruined, and I spent the rest of it shaken up and scared to drink anything but water. Do better, blurt. So do we have any thoughts?
It's like, I know, sounds fucking, little, oh, well, why, how dare you question whatever. Please. Did you go to the hospital? Did you go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Because
like,
I've seen a couple people say that they claim that they were roofied or whatever, and then straight up say they didn't go to the hospital. And one excuse was, oh, I don't have insurance. It's like, no. They will treat you. They will test you, even with no insurance. Go to the goddamn hospital. Because again, if you're on antidepressants or any other, mental medications and all that, you are told by your doctor, even on the pill bottle, don't mix with alcohol. Or you could have been a lightweight with being on that medication.
Sounds like the drink covers are probably by request. Yeah, it's probably a thing where it's just like, if at the bar, like, hey, can I have a drink cover on mine? I think some people probably would just be annoyed by them, and that's why they're not handed out by default. Because some people don't like using a straw. They like to just, sip their drink from the side. This is fine. I can only move my mouth. Yeah, because they're like, I've been roofied before, but this was much worse. It's like, so maybe you should have gone to a doctor. Because what if you're having a heart attack? If you can't move your mouth and you're just completely frozen, I feel like I would be calling a doctor. I don't know. All these VTubers demasking, all it takes is one person to snap a photo. They lose a lot of privacy, although the VTubers who did this probably are the ones to participate in VTuberverse IRL. Probably. Because here's the thing, I'm not saying nothing bad happened to them, because I want to make that clear. But there's a lot of things this could be that aren't a roofie. One, if you think somebody else got roofied, and they said they're hyperventilating, you could just be giving yourself a panic attack. Because now you're freaking out about, maybe somebody did it to me if they did it to them. And you can genuinely work yourself up into a frenzy just off the thought of alone. That's why placebos work. That's why mass hysteria is a thing. To be fair, if you
yeah.
can only move your mouth, all you can really do is mumble that you need to go to the hospital. I don't know. I feel like if I can't do anything but mumble and my body can't move, my friends would just naturally take me to the hospital.
It's like just I would never I would not drink at a public event. Like say that, you know, me and you decided to go to a VTuber convention, like God forbid off Kai if we wanted to go, or any anime convention, and say that we had the, like, you know, attention where people are like, oh my God, do you want to go to this? I would either say no, or just for, you know, PR stuff, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But I'm not drinking shit. I'm not drinking anything. I'm not eating anything. I will have a water bottle on. Or I will have a metal flask with me.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know. Anytime I get something to drink in public, I always only ever get canned drinks. And I never let anybody open my can for me. I always want to be the one to open my can. And granted, nobody's going to be drugging me because I'm kind of a frumpy little dead twink, you know? But
oh, you're not frumpy. You're cute. And also, like, even if I were to go to a convention, I would have Mr. Mooseman with me. So, yeah, no. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, if you can, guys, always, like, go to use the buddy system. Aren't roofies a crime? Did no one talk to the police? Yes, it would be a crime. I guess nobody did. I don't know. I think somebody did, like another Twitch person, but I think they are a flesh tuber.
Yeah, they're a flesh tuber. But none of the VTubers.
The flesh tuber actually went to the hospital.
Yeah, they went to the hospital and said exactly what the tox report said.
Yeah, so somebody actually did go to the hospital and confirmed that they got roofied. So roofing was happening for sure. Do not the Mizu. I guess it's a blessing I'm an ugly bastard. No, you need to understand there's a middle ground where you're not pretty enough that they're not going to roofie you, but you're also not ugly enough that you don't fit a fetish. If you're an ugly bastard, you fit a fetish and you are now at risk. So you be careful out there. Is Mooseman gonna rooftop Korean the con, Lumi?
Possibly. Or more so, since it's in California, he would just have to use his fist.
Yeah, true enough. California doesn't let you have anything fun.
No.
But chat, like this person said, this was a blurp party, and blurp responded.
Wow.
First off, they spelled their name wrong, but they say in their next tweet that it was an autocorrect thing. So blurp actually responds to this person. Hi, Imuli. This is the second case we've heard of someone that got their drink spiked. So
Only the second.
Yeah.
They didn't act on the first.
Yeah. So they admit they've got reports of this. We're so upset that happened to you and so glad you're recovering okay. Unfortunately, we did not have any drink covers for the party, nor did we communicate that we will have any, but at future parties we will be sure to provide them. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you through this. And Imuki replies, first, it's Imuki. It's not okay, and even without the drink covers, it was your responsibility at a VIP invite-only party with several big names to make sure the only people allowed in were on the list. Drink covers or not, this is on you. I am a bit torn on that, because I'm kind of like, they probably don't own the venue, right? They probably rented out someplace nearby, like a bar or something, and they're like, yeah, only let our people in for tonight. And they can't like keep an eye on everybody. You have to keep an eye on your own drinks.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much security they have, if you got a party with like 200 people in it, you cannot have like 20 security guards and catch everybody that might do something bad. It just statistically doesn't work out. You Like, it sucks, but you have to be responsible for your own safety in public like that. I'm not above holding, like, companies more accountable than people, but there's only so much they can do, realistically speaking. Now, I feel like I'm not wrong in saying that. But then they reply back, sorry, Imuki, it auto-corrected. Everyone that got in was manually approved by us and our sponsors. The venue capacity was 350. We only let 325 on the roof, and at 1.15 had to wait for others to leave to get in. There were no +1s or otherwise that were allowed in without an invitation. We denied nearly 500 plus RSVPs for the event. There was security at check-in to get a wristband, security to get onto the elevators, and security to get onto the roof itself. We absolutely agree we should have had drink covers for all guests. As we stated in our direct message to you, we'd be happy to discuss options to make this right to you and any guests that were affected. Which, personally, I think this is a pretty decent response, all things considered. I think it's interesting they mentioned that they are DMing them and the person isn't replying.
Yikes.
Granted, I get that that's how every business wants to handle stuff. They always want to handle it in private so nobody can, like, see what's going on. Fully possible there were invited people doing the spiking too. Yeah, that's something I didn't really get with the original thread when I read it earlier, was the idea that it had to be somebody that snuck in. Like, what makes you think that just because all of these people are confirmed creators that none of them are secretly pieces of shit? It just doesn't line up to me, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
It
That's
just
pretty
sounds
fair.
so. It's all a mess. It's all fucking. It's like, again, I don't trust these parties at all, but that's just me being paranoid.
Oh no, it's good to be paranoid in public. There are wacky ass people in public. But yeah, there are a bunch of like random threads, guys. If you search Twitchcon Roofie, you're gonna find like 30 different threads of people talking about getting roofied. There was a lot of people talking about getting roofied. I personally don't think that there was this actual mass roofing event. I think once a couple people started talking about it, people that were getting maybe a little too drunk started filling in the dots with roofies. Creators are all totally balanced, normal people. VTubers better hope Dr. Disrespect doesn't get into VTubing. Is Dr. Disrespect stuff done yet? Like, I know he came back and he's like, yeah, I did it, but it doesn't count. And that's
he came back. He recently reapplied for monetization on YouTube, and that's the last of any that I've seen.
I thought he started denying it again. I saw
might
something.
I don't know.
Do you have any thoughts, Dama? You've been very quiet. Have you been roofied?
No, I don't go to parties. I stay home.
Would you like to be?
This just reaffirms why I don't like going outside. I'm gonna stay in my house and rot, then have all that.
Didn't Hades get called out for getting too touchy-feely with some people, and she also claimed she got roofied? Okay, here, I'll see if I can find that, because I know what you're talking about. Oh, so here it is. Keemstar shared the, God, it's going to zoom in too close. This tweet right here was the person that actually went to the doctor and got, like, you can see they have, like, an IV drip and everything in the background that actually confirmed 100% somebody did roofie them. Where is it? I know because it's a video of the guy motorboating her.
Could have gotten removed.
No, it was up before we started stream. I just didn't like save it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Zenith.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't ever like move it down. I was IRL streaming Sunday after TwitchCon when I met up with Systems Zake. At one point, he rested his head on my chest and then proceeded to motorboat me. After that, he
I'll
said,
be right back.
"Chat, look at her face," then grabbed my ass and said, "They don't know what happened." I don't know the thing about the Hades thing, though. I thought this is what you're talking about, but then I realized you said a different name. Is this what you were talking about, or is like Hades like a completely different person that I just don't know about? Nope, Lumi's asleep. Because Lumi had to leave.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to post about it, but this makes me feel absolutely disgusting. I've had this on my mind for 3 days now, and I just can't forget it. This was all within an hour of meeting each other, too. This isn't okay. In case anybody tries to defend him because I was laughing, no, laughing is one of the biggest defense mechanisms. At the time, I literally had no clue how to react. I disassociated and went to autopilot mode. Couldn't even believe that happened. On top of this, I'm disappointed in the people who were present in my chat at the time, saying, "My man Zaki." Lamal, did Zaki just cop a feel? And I honestly can't blame him. Yes, he committed a crime on my live stream. He did do that. In all, I'm speaking up because nobody should have to go through this. I trusted this man enough to meet up with him in person, and he violated not only my trust, but my boundaries. I'm sorry to hear other women... I'm sorry to other women who've gone through this. This is something shouldn't have to worry about, but we do. Hades is a woman? No, this is Zenith. Hades from Mythos? Oh! Oh, I gotta be careful. Shit.
Well,
God damn it. I'm not gonna be able to search that. So, I did sort of hear about this. I don't really know what the story is. I was told that Hades, the VTuber, got like really touchy-feely with a woman at TwitchCon or something like that, and then basically tried to blame it on getting roofied. Welcome back, Lumi.
I think you had to take care of something.
Do you know about the Hades thing?
I heard about it, but I don't know details.
If somebody wants to share the tweets, I don't know the full thing, the full story. What I was told was they got really touchy-feely with somebody, and then they're like, "Oh no, I probably got roofied too, guys." That's probably why I went and molested that girl. That is my understanding of it. That is not an allegation, and that is not a 100% accurate retelling of whatever happened. That is what I was told. And it is completely possible it is incorrect. However, I do know they fondled somebody, and the person they fondled didn't like it.
I haven't heard anything about that.
I would search for it, but apparently when you search Hades, TwitchCon, you get a lot of pictures of the girls from the game Hades half naked. So we're not going to do that. So which will Twitter choose? The woman got roofied or she molested somebody because she's a drunk pervert? I think when I saw it, people were leaning more towards drunk pervert. From what I've seen,
possible.
Mythos has been struggling. We might have to talk about them one day.
Yeah, I know that they're debuting in New Gen.
Yeah, I've over time I've heard a lot of people complaining about the different Mythos talents. I think there's like literally one person there that some people still like respect and don't expect to do something sus as fuck.
I know, I think, you know what, whatever. I'm not gonna be specific on which one, but all I know is that one of them is one of the ex-Cyber Live girls that isn't too nice to people. That's all I'll say.
Yes, it's Hades' page. Do they have like a thing on it? trying to scroll slowly because I don't know if they're like a lewd VTuber or not.
They are.
Do they not have like a... They've tweeted so many random things since then. Yeah, they tweet, I think I was drugged at the bar. And they tweet an update, I'm awake now, we don't know what actually happened to me last night, other than I just wasn't okay. I was in no state to go to the hospital as I don't have insurance, and so I did not receive any test to see if I had something in my system. We only suspect my drink may have been spiked due to how sick and horrible and drunk I felt after only 2 drinks, even 3 to 4 hours out from leaving the bar. Felt very wrong and overall not okay. I was in a terrible headspace and honestly should not have been tweeting. I apologize for anyone I may have worried. Thankfully, my friends took care of me, so I am safe no matter what I caused. What caused me to feel that way, sorry. Mizu playing it fast and loose. Damn right. Check the replies. Replies to the first one or this one? Run test, call an ambulance. Report it to the bar. Go to the hospital. Report it, report it. I'm not clicking that. As a horror star in the show again. You know, I don't remember the where the Hades thing comes from.
I don't know. I'll have to do some digging.
Yeah, we'll loop back to the Hades. I'm seeing mentions of tweets she made before the drug thing, but the tweets themselves seem to be gone. Oh yeah, no, they deleted all the drunk stuff they posted. But we'll skip on to the last thing. So as far as failed events go, Twitchcon was mostly a success, other than, you know, the rampant drugging. This was not. I think Lumi probably knows a little bit more about this than me, because all I saw
No,
was
not
Bridgerton
really.
Ball. Okay, so
I just seen sad screenshots. The thing being compared to fucking DashCon. And the Willy Wonka event that was supposed to happen.
the what?
The Willy Wonka event that had the one Oompa Loompa that looked like a drug dealer and sad.
You might have to show me that later. I'm kind of curious about drug Oompa
Yeah.
All right, chat. We've had a rough go of it tonight with a lot of serious topics. I included this one because I wanted something fun. And I will let you all know that at the end of this, the only thing that makes this better than DashCon is this one had strippers. So, I mean, it depends on if you want a piston, ball pit, or a Detroit stripper. So that I'm gonna let you guys decide on that one. What's better?
Hold on here. I'm gonna post this and shooting the shit. This was from the Willy Wonka experience.
That's no way this is real.
It's real.
It's real. It looks like a meth lab.
She looks like she's so done, like with just life in general.
I would be too.
Like, could you?
The Scottish one, yeah, in Glasgow.
This was Scottish?
I believe so.
Look at her. She looks so dead inside.
I didn't think it was real either. You get one jelly bean and a cup of lemonade. Yeah.
I feel so bad for her. And do you see what's with all this smoke around her?
I
The
don't
fog machine.
know.
Girl was interviewed afterwards. Definitely share that in the Discord so I can watch it later. She's on a Willy Wonka. Of course, she's dead inside. What sucks is those actors weren't paid, and they stuck it out for the people that paid and got screwed and tried to make it the best for them. That's rough. Because you gotta think, right, like being in that position where you're trying to be like, you're trying to make it an experience and you know you're not going to be able to live up to the hype. And a lot of people are going to probably blame you because you're the face they see, right? They don't see whoever owns the event or whoever paid for stuff. They see you. So I feel bad for her in that case, but she does look dead inside. It's not smoke, it's Wonder and Whimsy. Meth Lab Oompa Loompa was an MVP. After the stream, I'll look this up, guys. I will give her the credit she is due and like read her story. The person behind it was also a scam artist who sold books on Amazon that were written by ChatGPT. Well, that's a red flag if I saw one. Anyways, enough of Lab Oompa Loompa, even though she's much appreciated. Apparently there was something called the Bridgerton Ball in Detroit, which I guess is just a ball in Bridgerton, Detroit. According to this, tickets were $300 a pop. So you're paying $300 to go dress up and dance, I guess.
Yep. So,
this is the page of the group that was setting it up. I guess it's their Instagram page. It's called Uncle and Me LLC. Family-owned event management company. I will say, I'm not one to judge people who name their companies. I wouldn't really call my company Uncle and Me because I'm kind of getting some Sweet Home Alabama vibes from it.
Oh, true.
I just... I don't know. It's hard. When I read that, it kind of... I'm definitely getting some incest vibes off your company name. The event was originally planned for August, was canceled and rescheduled for September 22nd, and I ended up getting sick and couldn't go. They did not provide refunds, nor did they respond to anyone's email asking for one. At that point, I knew I got scammed. And then there's this message from them. Dear gentle readers, if you have not received our email communication Thursday with a heavy heart, we have to inform you that the Bridgerton-themed ball will be rescheduled to September 22nd and will now take place at the Harmony Club located at 311 East Grand River, Detroit, Michigan. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Beacon Park, our original venue, has canceled our event as of Tuesday evening. This cancellation came after we had received approval from both the City of Detroit and the Fire Marshal. Beacon Park, in conjunction with the Castle, was initially chosen to accommodate all of our guests with a combined capacity of 10,000. In light of this, we have secured a new, larger venue and can comfortably accommodate all attendees and more. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and appreciate your understanding. For detailed information regarding the venue change and the updated event details, please refer to the last 2 slides of the attached document. We'll also respond with all inquiries, send out a further communication today. Thank you for your continued support. I'd like to point out that they said that they needed a bigger event when their original event held a combined capacity of 10,000. Assuming they are telling the truth, not that like they were intentionally being good to people, but they actually did have like over 10,000 attendees. That's 10,000 attendees at $300 a pop. That's a lot of fucking money that got paid into this.
They should have capped it, honestly. Oh, yeah. Man, it is really like DashCon.
All events need to have a cap. Like, there has to be a max amount. And you can't, like, guesstimate it either. You have to, like, have a really strict cutoff. And most other places do. Detroit, disappointment was guaranteed. So I guess this is the new venue they're taking pictures of. Keep these beautiful pictures in mind, chat. Of this gorgeous little venue with this nice outside setup here. These beautiful trees. The company lied, saying the original venue would accommodate their guests. And he says they originally tried having it at my job and we had to cancel it because they wouldn't pay the remaining money to rent the venue. So that's why they said y'all can't accommodate their guests. So according to this person, who granted, we don't know who they are, we're trusting this thread, that they worked for the company. They just wouldn't pay. What channel would you like the interview posted in? Just drop it in Drama General, and I'll check it afterwards. I much appreciate it. Much appreciated. I like this. These pics are from the Channel 7 news story about it. Since I didn't actually go,
Oh boy.
people waited outside in the rain to get into an overcrowded first floor. So apparently it was raining while everything was going on, which is nice. When you're going to a fancy ball and you're wearing a fancy dress and fancy outfit, I'm sure all the people that spent a lot of money on their clothes were very happy about sitting outside in the rain.
Totally.
And look, you should be happy your event made it on the news. Are there even 10,000 Americans interested in balls? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got to understand, there is a lot of people in America. It's a very, very big country. 10,000 is realistically a very small number for an event. Unless it's like a DashCon tier event. In that case, it's because none of them have money. Even then, didn't DashCon still have like a solid 500, 600 people show up? I don't remember. DashCon thing.
I don't remember.
So they say well into the event, there was nothing to do. People were bored, just sat on their phones. So remember, we originally had these pictures of these beautiful outside like areas and this beautiful big building to be in, and then we've got this wonderful. Does this feel like a ballroom to you guys?
No.
It feels like a school dance that they didn't have enough funding to actually put fun shit in there. So it's like a wacky low-income prom.
At least DashCon had a ball pit. Don't worry, chat, we're getting there. We got strippers for this one. They advertised live music. The live music was a single woman playing a violin. Which, of all the instruments, having the violin just is like chef's kiss of pathetic, you know? Not her. She's probably a well-learned woman doing what she loves to do. But if your only music is a single person playing like the world's saddest violin tune possible, like that's a meme, right? Like, I almost feel like this person knew what they were doing when they hired just her. Budget prom. It's not even budget prom. My school would have spent more money on prom than this. They'd at least bought us a boombox and played all kinds of like shitty music. Yeah, I feel bad for her. Genuinely no hate to this woman. She's doing her best. Backdrops and decor on Party City Dollar General level. They didn't even pay the photographer, and the pictures were a hassle to get if you didn't have airdrop. So they were just airdropping people the photos. Isn't that like specifically an Apple thing?
Yeah. Like, they couldn't email the people at all?
That is so depressing.
So here you go, guys. Oh, there's actually not much more to that
it's an image, no!
Man, you can't have shit in Detroit.
Yeah, guys, you can see if we zoom in, you can see the creases in it. It's not even like flowers all the way through. It's just a
That's
picture.
legit fucking cheap school prom.
It's just a picture. You were making $300 a person, and you got supposedly 10,000 replies to this shit. So
They could have spent so much more, but they just wanted to cheap out.
I feel like 2 tickets paid for this, right? Like, if you actually got real flowers, 2 tickets probably could have paid for this. And that even then, that might be a little overkill. And then the other backdrop was these 2 fancy chairs and a mirror. And I think the best part is you can see in the corner here that they don't have drapes. So you just have the city as your background in the window.
God. It is so bad.
My middle school dances did better than this. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Is this guy dressed like a vampire? Got his collar popped and everything.
He could.
I've never seen Bridgerton, so I don't know like anything.
Is it like a show?
It's a show.
Why do you know?
Because I don't watch it, but I've heard about it.
If you're dumb enough to have an Apple phone in 2024 for something other than VTube avatars, from what I've heard, Apple phones really aren't even that much better for VTubing. It's like such a minute difference that you're only going to notice if you're like properly in the industry, like actually making models and shit. But I could be wrong.
A lot of people use it for a V-bridger to have more movement in their face.
I would like that. But we'll wait till we get the new model and see how the new model's face does.
Yeah.
Food apparently ran out after an hour. Some was raw.
Oh god.
They couldn't even cook your food. $300 per person. They couldn't cook your food.
No one was there to pick up plates, so you had to deal with strangers' leftovers yourself.
School cafeteria, baby.
Yeah, look, this looks like a school cafeteria going on. They just got like a line. They don't have like a chef or anything taking orders. I feel like at an event like this, you have waiters. Like if you're actually doing like a ball with the fancy tables and shit, you have waiters, and you have like a specific sit down time where everyone sits down to eat. But maybe that's just me. But don't you guys love the beautiful decor that they have going on here, and just the plates stacked up on the table?
It's beautiful. I love looking at other people's garbage.
I like the server with the nice clothing. You mean the lady and the jersey? Look, no hate to the lady. They probably paid her like $10 to do this, or they might not have paid her at all. They might have like gypped her on her payment.
She could have been a volunteer.
Yeah, it could have been a volunteer. You don't know. But at an event like this, they should have paid to have somebody like wear nice waiter clothing or something. Or at least like have a pretty apron on. I don't know. Jerseys ain't cheap. They're not. She's unironically probably wearing one of the more expensive pieces of clothing in that room. If it's like an actual jersey, they charge you like $60, $70 for those fucking things. Here you go, chat. The dancing that was advertised was just a stripper. Not strippers, just stripper.
Just one stripper.
A single stripper. Strip eye. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm going to a ball. I'm expecting butlers and French maids. Well, I mean, she can dance like one of your French maids.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't even make her put one on.
What was this gathering again? It was a Bridgerton ball. You know, one of those fancy old world balls where they had strippers. I want to know why they like who on the like team was like, you know what we need for this? We need a stripper. Also, I like how you can see this lady in the background has her phone up and she's also recording this just from like the back angle. I think she's the one that hired the stripper. She was the one who wanted her here.
I like the one guy just leaning against the wall, just watching. Like a true NPC.
He's either security or he was here to pick up girls.
Probably a little bit both.
Yeah. But yeah, they I don't know, you do like a fancy ball, and I don't know who on the team is like, we need a stripper. The man in the
A lot
back
of
said
people
everyone attack.
people suspected because it may be that the show has sex scenes, so that's why.
What?
But yeah, apparently
Bridgerton, so like, we need a stripper.
So we need a stripper. So maybe the organizers didn't do enough research and just thought it was like purely a sex show or something.
Very scandalous. She's showing ankle. Who's the dude in the back? Probably just security or something. Beside the lackluster event itself, they promised a cash prize to the best dress. Didn't happen. That they'd choose a diamond of the season like they do in the show. Other Bridgerton-inspired balls. Didn't happen. And had an itinerary with contradicting information. Really hope this ends in a lawsuit because I want my $300 back. I have medical bills to pay, and that could have gone towards something that wasn't this. Before y'all call me gullible, I know I am. Still not my fault. Don't scam people. Side note, if you have medical bills, don't spend money going to balls.
Don't spend it. Yeah.
Honestly.
That was kind of your fault, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's still no excuse for that.
Honestly, chat, the only reason I wanted to cover this was because of the stripper. And when I got to the stripper part of this one, I genuinely just burst out laughing when I was reading it the first time.
Dude, the entire thing is fucking wild.
I want like more pictures of the event, not just like these tiny snippets. I want like the wide shots. Like there was a whole lot. There's an entire coverage of DashCon where you get big wide shots of all the rooms with people in them and like everybody mad, and you have the long videos of people shouting at the organizers and stuff. 300 to get into a party? No thanks. To put this into perspective, chat, for one night at the Bridgerton Ball, you could buy 3 tickets to 4 days of Anime Expo in Los Angeles. Like, it's just so much money for one night.
They probably spend even more based on like their dresses and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was 300 for the night. We're gonna assume that people who want to go to this are either gonna have their own dress, or they're going to buy something fancy. So I would just put like a default, maybe 100 down per person ish.
Mm.
They spent the ball pit budget on the stripper. For those of you who don't know about DashCon, DashCon was it was Tumblr, right? It was a Tumblr convention?
Yes.
It's a Tumblr convention, and they had a ball pit. Not like a big ball pit. You're not, like, don't picture something huge in your head. Picture one of those tiny little kiddie pools that you would put your toddler in, and they filled that with balls. And they like scammed people out of a bunch of money, and as payment for scamming people out of a bunch of money, they gave them a ticket that gave them an hour in the ball pit, which is why there's a meme of an hour in the ball pit. And they eventually had to close the ball pit down because people, like a bunch of adults stepping on it, eventually caused it to start deflating because they obviously popped a hole in it somewhere. And then, according to rumors, somebody peed in the ball pit.
Ew.
According to rumors, which a lot of people seem to believe could just be like a troll, somebody peed in the ball pit. But the ball pit was 100% shut down at some point for several reasons unstated by the event.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, the event did not save the money they were paid by the attendees to pay for the venue. They just kind of ran away with it. And then while at the venue, they asked all of the attendees to give them more money in like a preacher handout plate to, quote, raise the money to save the event. But it came out later they had plenty of money in their bank accounts to pay for the event from the ticket prices. They just chose not to use it. They just wanted to scam people out of
Classic.
money. Yes, I do remember Kilroy. If anybody wants to know about Kilroy, which is like political con, is what I'm going to call it, Toad McKinley has a really good video on it. I genuinely don't think I can cover it any better than Toad McKinley. He actually trolled the event really hard because he convinced the event attendees that he was going to show up so he could try and take a shit in their ball pit and make it a bigger controversy than DashCon. So they actually hired extra security to make sure he couldn't take a shit in their ball pit. And he
Just
genuinely
him
had,
specifically.
it was just a rumor he spread. He had no intention of showing up. Not that Kilroy. The good Kilroy. Because there was a
There's
good
multiples?
Kilroy. No, so Kilroy was like it's a really old thing. It's a whole big deal. I'd have to explain it. Original Kilroy was a good thing. These people, kind of like the Bridgerton Ball thing, adopted Kilroy as their like event's headline because it had good connotations to it, and then they just scam people.
Interesting.
Kilroy was here. What do you call a quick scam? A DashCon. That's actually really clever. I can't believe I've never heard anybody said that. Free speech DashCon, yeah. Just search Kilroy Toad McKinley on YouTube. It's a really good video, and it really is just like political free speech DashCon. It's awful. It was terrible, and he trolled the shit out of them just by posting on Twitter that he was going to show up and shit in the ball pit.
I would too.
And they fell for it immediately.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny though. There's so many things I'm just unaware of that you're just gonna have to sit me down and be like, okay, Lumi, this is the weird shit we're gonna be talking about this.
Yeah, I'll have to show you Kilroy one day. It's, oh my god.
The only kill anything that I know is Killdozer. That's about it.
Dev might have been at Kilroy. It was set up by like the whole skeptic community at the time. I know Sargon was there.
I don't know. I'll have to ask Dev for the deep lore.
Kilroy was a shit show. But guys, because we're not other people and we don't want to drag out the podcast for hours and hours when we don't have anything to talk about, we did have one more thing wanted to bring up. Well, two more, if Lumi wants to cover the other one. But
sure.
This was more of a fun thing. This person from VLore made this joke post about the new VTubing group, Victims.
Victims.
No, it's Victims.
Oh.
It's a VTuber group. What do we offer our talents? A 90-10 earning split. The talent gets 10%. Equipment purchases. All equipment must be purchased by the talent and handed over to the company after graduation. And advertising to guarantee 100k subs. Talent is responsible for growing their channel, and we do not provide any financial or managerial support. If you do not reach 100k subs in a year, you will be terminated.
Is she crying for help? Is she okay? Is this the clever way of saying help?
Yeah, maybe. It is via Lord.
I hope it's a joke. I hope it's a joke. I hope it's a joke. Azahara has been gunning for this group, saying they're good. I still believe you, Azahara, but I hope it's a joke.
I could see the Nietzsche sisters reading right now. This is a joke, right? Yes, it's a joke. It's a joke about all the VTuber groups that like come out with these very clearly shitty terms of service, and everybody still joins them because they have like, it's in their head that like, I have to be a part of a corpo. It's like, no, you don't have to be a part of a corpo. I like how this implies if you get terminated, you keep everything. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we wanted to borrow this from Emmy. Thank you for your post. It was funny. It's a good
It
bring
was
down
funny.
from everything else. And then this was shared with us from Lumi.
I am Lumi.
Apparently people were having issues with this guy, saying faking your voice, faking your personality, having weird pass-around ERP groups, fake being friends, fake being politically correct, faking your viewers, obnoxious documents, interaction baiting, and the list goes on. Fake, fake, fake. I feel so detached from VTubing ATM.
And it's like he's not wrong. It's like some people do play a character and like basically have an entire fake personality, fake everything when they like, you know, go in front of all of their viewers and stuff, which I get. It's annoying because it's like you can have one impression of someone, it's like, oh, they're so cool. Then you start getting to know them and it's like, wow, they're a piece of shit. I don't know, it kind of like, you know, reaffirms how I like being as honest as I can without like, you know, giving away shit that's personal. Yeah. Because like I don't like putting on a character because that just gets exhausting after a while.
Oh yeah, I think I've said it multiple times before. I don't believe you can truly play a character forever. You can play up some parts of your personality and you can reel in other parts, but you can never just fully make up a new character, or eventually you burn out. You burn out so much quicker than anybody else because it fakes your whole life and you can't do that like consistently. Another might never be parasocial. Don't be parasocial anyways.
Yeah. It's just like a lot of people, especially women, have been dragging this man, and it's like he's not attacking anyone specific. He is just stating his opinion. But people are like, oh, you're a piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you're the reason why women don't feel safe in this space, blah, 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 blah. It's like, please, shut up. A man can have an opinion about it, and I agree with him.
Is there anybody specific you were thinking about?
For, like, fucking blaming him and shit?
Yeah. Oh, here's one. Is it just me or are male VTubers just whinging 24/7 while being cringe, jealous soy boys?
Soy boys? Get a real job if you hate it. Okay.
It's just like I get wanting to hide your voice if you're like super, you know, schizo about not wanting to be recognized at all. But like, you know, faking your personality, faking your politics and everything, that's pretty darn cringe. I know a good handful of VTubers that fake their politics on Twitter.
Is this rage bait? Like, legitimately, I'm so confused as to what the point of this tweet is. What?
It's like,
Well, huh?
What do you mean you don't know what the point of the tweet is?
Can they read?
I mean, given some of the other VTubers I've met, it's possible they can't.
I mean, we have VTubers admitting with the Fruit Doc that they didn't read it or they only read a couple pages, and it's like, oh my god, we support you. You know, it's stupid. It's all stupid. And that's why we get stupid docs about people where it's like, oh, you know, I thought I knew this person, but apparently it was all a lie. It's like, yes, it's a lie because most VTubers lie about themselves.
Using a voice changer is considered, quote, fake. That's okay. Not like I dislike my own voice or anything. What? What do you mean, quote, fake? Like, I don't mind people using voice changers, but what do you mean you don't know that counts as fake? All that counts as fake.
It counts as fake.
I'm so confused. And like, yeah, okay, most of us dislike our own voice. I think it's actually like genuinely biologically hardwired into us to dislike our own voice.
Mm-hmm.
The count on limits to voice. Everybody seems to just be complaining about the voice thing. Or at
Yeah.
least most people are, and it's like, I mean, you can fake your voice, but like some people are gonna think it's fake. That's kind of fine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the first two, some VTubers are performers that play a character, they're actors, it's natural they fake a personality and a voice. Nothing inherently wrong with that, but it's a different type of VTubing that's not for everyone. I just don't think it works, realistically. I also, when he says this, I don't think he's specifically talking about, like, people that do, like, a character for VTubing. I think he means, like, people that don't drop that character when they're talking to other people.
Yeah.
Because that's always a huge problem with some creators, is they'll, like, play a character on stream, and they will never let go of that character even when they're talking to you. And it gets to a point where it's like, bro, can we just chat? Like, do we have to do the whole, like, oh my god thing? Like, can we not just talk?
It's like so many VTubers are socially inept, and then they put on a face or whatever and be like, oh yeah, I'm all like, you know, I'm self-confident, I can talk to anybody that I want, and then it's like they get a little too far in, and then things just escalate from there, and then they either just, you know, do a fucking schizo breakdown, they ghost completely, or, you know, look at the dozens upon dozens of Google Docs that we have read on people.
Oh god, the Google Docs.
It's like, you know, for example, everyone's least favorite VTuber, or at least one of the least favorites, Poppy the Lich King, had everyone fucking fooled.
I think his
Until
is
it's-
specifically mentioned too, is the fake being politically correct.
Yeah.
Because he came out with Poppy that like all of his politically correct advocacy was just bullshit.
Yep, it was all fake. All of it.
He'd be like, guys, I love trans people. I support all of my trans followers. And then there's audio of him being like, God, I don't get these fucking trannies. They make no sense to me. It's like, what, bro?
Yeah, Lumi, you wear glasses. That's fake and false advertising. Ha! Plot twist. I actually wear glasses. That's why my model's eyes kind of go a little fucky sometimes.
Google Docs, the Sonichu medallions of VTubing.
Yeah, honestly.
PC is always fake. I think a lot of people that make political correctness their whole personality are typically faking.
Yeah. The ones that are just like, you know, chill, they talk about their stance on stuff when it's appropriate. They have more believability to them. But when they're like, oh my god, look at all of my fancy little flags here. Yeah, no, they're bullshitting.
Oh no, 100%. I just don't buy into most of them. I think a lot of them are kind of bullshitting it.
I give it a year and a half till we start seeing a bunch of these flags and shit disappearing from people's timelines. Or no. I give it depending on who wins the presidential election.
That's true, but I think running up to the presidential election, it's just going to get worse.
Oh yeah, for fucking sure. We're gonna see so many VTubers and be like, well, you know, I'm gonna be voting for this person. I'm totally not gonna hate you if you, you know, go vote for this, or if you're this X, Y, or Z. But it's like, I like you so much more. And you know what? Let me know if you vote this. I get this many likes on my post, I will show my titties.
Speaking
Shit like
of
that.
fetish, have you seen the latest hot take by Hex Juice? I did.
I did not.
Here, I can read it for you. 'Cause I don't
Wow,
think
you're
I'm
not blocked. Congratulations.
You don't deserve to be called a criminal unless you do crimes. But when you're into weird shit, you should expect that people will think you're weird. You're not entitled to anyone's acceptance for that weird shit. If you don't want to get judged, keep your weird shit private. Here's the thing, is to a degree, I agree. People are going to judge you if you're into weird shit. And you kind of just have to accept that when you're into weird shit publicly, people are going to judge you publicly. The problem is, at some point, you also need to accept that you don't need to say it constantly. You don't need to, like, involve yourself, like, in those communities constantly. Because that's the real problem that comes up, is you're not just judging somebody for being into weird shit, you're constantly injecting yourself into that person's community to tell them they're weird. Like, just leave if you think it's weird. You know what I mean? Like gore. You good, Lemmy?
Yes. I'm just looking stuff up.
You're not trying to show gore to the chat, are you?
No, that's for my server.
Your thoughts, Dama?
But
I mean, no matter what, someone's gonna find whatever you like weird, so it can be applied to so many things.
Notice how many posts were deleted in that thread. What?
I don't see any deleted unless...
Do you mean like hidden?
I see titties!
Oh, don't worry, it's not on stream. Here, do you mean like hidden things, chat? Hidden replies. No, there's not any hidden replies either.
I don't know.
We have to stop shaming Lumi for her feet fetish.
I don't have a foot fetish. They're icky.
Not selling myself on being normal. Yeah, no, I don't sell myself on being normal, but it kind of gets to one of those points where you post something that's abnormal and you have a billion people show up in your replies. It's like, did you know this is weird and that I think it's weird? Yeah, I do know it's weird and I do know you think it's weird. Go away. It wasn't for you.
It's like, that's pretty cool. Leave me alone.
Also, I'm going to search this because I'm curious. If I just search VTuber Trump, search by latest.
Ladiest.
Latest.
Oh, there's Marshall. What up, Marshall?
Me after watching that anti-Trump ad. I'm already voting for him. You don't have to sell him on me.
Wait, hold on. Did he... There was one that I seen that was fucking funny. Someone spent the time to animate like a 3-minute anti-Trump animation, and it just it's on the same tier as the God Emperor Trump thing in what, Italy?
Who is this tiny VTuber that's doing like these ye old YouTube trolling videos about Trump? Chat, I'm gonna read some of these video titles for you guys. Very moist Trump crumbles in word salad failure. Chicken Trump gets trolled for dodging debate. Haitian group sues Trump. Vance over Springfield lies. All caps. Judge makes devastating new ruling against Trump. Okay, holy shit. This was posted 7 hours ago. That one was posted 7 hours ago. That was posted 5 hours ago. That was posted 4 hours ago. And that was posted 4 hours ago.
Are they making these videos or are they sharing them?
I think they're... hold on. No. Because didn't YouTube get rid of the whole, like, you connect your Twitter and whatever videos that you like show up on your feed? I think they got rid of that a few years ago.
They did. So
I don't think this is all his. Is it? Hold on.
I think he's definitely just sharing it. Yeah, no, that's not his channel for sure.
So he's
Okay,
just
so he's-
sharing.
He's just reposting other people's stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say reposting, but he's just like sharing the shit out of it on YouTube
Yeah.
or on Twitter.
Why?
That was somebody just making fun of him. I'm more surprised that Jojo Siwa follows Trump. Jojo.
She
What?
does.
That's funny. Yeah, you search Trump and VTubers, and there's plenty of people just like chatting about Trump constantly. I'm assuming I could probably do the same thing with Kamala, however you say it.
Camel toe.
Kamala triggers furious tantrum from worst Democrats in America. Same guy.
Gee.
How many times does this person like... God, they post so much. They retweet so much shit. Holy crap.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of VTubers under Kamala as well.
I mean, they're not very large VTubers.
They're not, but that's just because we're looking at the people that are like spamming stuff right now. I
Yeah, we're
definitely
looking
feel
at the
like
latest.
every once in a while you're gonna see like a really big person. You see that Kamala is subbed to Vebe on Twitch?
Oh, I seen that.
What?
Are you sure that's? Are we sure that's her original account?
I didn't even know
Like
she
her
had a
actual
Twitch.
account? Yeah, she made a Twitch.
She made one.
After seeing that Trump made one.
Does Lumi not like the word moist? Nobody likes the word moist.
It's just weird.
Makes you feel uncomfortable. It's an odd word. Gross, please be a joke. V-tweeters with a model? I mean, I didn't really check their channels. They might very well just be V-tweeters. Kamala isn't consistent with her own pronunciation of Kamala. Fair. I just always assumed it was Kamala, because that's how I hear it a lot of the time.
I've heard Kamala and Kamala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I've also heard camel toe.
Chat, Lumi might talk more about politics. I know when Akko comes back, they'll probably talk a lot about politics. I hate politics. I just want to talk about people being dumb.
I only talk politics when it's relevant. Like I didn't do the recent debate because honestly I had more important shit to do. But I did the fucking Biden Trump RFK one because no one was watching RFK's side, and I got a pretty decent amount of views for that. And granted, I was also very middle of the road and just yapping about none of these candidates are answering the goddamn question.
Just to clarify, Rain, not when Akko comes back to us. Akko is taking a break from streaming in general, and then we'll be back after like a week or two. Before we go tonight, chat, I guess Lumi and I can just address the elephant in the room for those of you who didn't see everything go down. But Akko is probably not coming back to the podcast in general. I would like to still try and be friends with Akko, but I don't know. I read some of the document they put out a little bit ago, and I don't know if I can.
It's like I wish all of this would have just stayed behind the scenes. It's like when I woke up and stuff, things were already being posted, and then I had to go to work, and then I couldn't even read everything till I got home, and then by the time I got home, it was already like too late to get caught up on some other stuff. I have shit going on IRL. I can't keep up with all of it. I just got sad. I didn't want to lose a friend, but then things just happened way too fucking fast. It's like, I don't hate Akko at all. I don't. I really don't. I still care about Akko. I'm just sad and disappointed on how things turned out. And it's like, I told Akko as much. It's like, the podcast originally started out with, like, you know, just us shooting the shit. We didn't want to take it to a business venture. We just wanted to shoot the shit, take one day out of the week where we can just take a break from our own streams, fucking talk about other VTuber drama and things we find interesting. It's like, it started out with just me and Mizu talking about Akio Air. And that stream was just on my channel and stuff. The Under the Tea channel was made, like, way after we started. So it's just like, we just wanted it to be fun. And we even said, like, we want it to be fun. If we make money off of it, that's pretty cool. We can put it back into the channel and all that. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I just wanted to have fun with this. I didn't want to be like, okay, this is going to be an income. No, it was just a fun little bonus that if it happened, it happened.
Yeah, I have to look into it later, chat. We didn't want to talk any more about the Akko thing because we were under the impression it was done. And that Akko had agreed, then yeah, it's fuck up, it's whatever. But they shared their document right as we were about to stream, which feels a little targeted, because they know when the stream time was, and we had this scheduled from noon today. So, yeah. And I open it up and I read, like, the very first start of it, and, like, the first paragraph is, I owned Under the Tea, I built Under the Tea, and everything was mine. And Lumi and Mizu agreed to that. It's like, no? What?
It's like, originally, the podcast, like, our little, like, placeholder name was Fishy Tea Time because I couldn't think of anything else creative. And I did make a YouTube channel in September of last year, and we just never used it. And then my friend Tyler was like, hey, I got a cool name idea for your podcast. Why not Under the Tea? And then we took it from there. So it was my friend Tyler who came up with the name.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're talking about. They owned it. What I'm gathering from some of their messages is that they, behind our backs, put it under their name as, like, a business. But they never told us about doing that.
And also, the only reason why it's under Akko's AdSense was, at the time, they were the only one that had monetization on YouTube and had an active AdSense. I never got I didn't get monetized until very recently, like, what, a month and a half ago? Not even. So it's like, I didn't have an AdSense account. Mizu doesn't have an AdSense account. So the only thing that made sense was for Akko to do it because she was the only one who knew how to do any of that.
Yeah, Akko seems to have considered it owned by herself based on having all the accounts be hers. She just put, like, all the information, like, all the recovery information in her name. All the accounts weren't hers, though. I really don't understand what they mean.
It's like the Discord server was originally under my name. But after I had a little freak out earlier in the year and I left the server, I transferred the ownership to Akko. So I was the one that originally, like, you know, built the baseline of the server.
And all the, some of the original Under the Tea streams were all done on my personal Twitch and personal YouTube. We didn't even have Under the account at the start.
Yeah, if you look back on my live streams, you'll see all the ones that were still labeled Fishy Tea Time.
Yeah. On mine, I renamed them to Under the Tea after we actually started something.
I was lazy.
For those of you who don't know, didn't follow, like, all the Twitter stuff, we had changed some of the recovery information to mine because when we tried to get in the account to, like, view some things, Lumi couldn't get in because the accounts had Google passkeys put on them, which I don't think we ever talked about putting Google passkeys on them, but they were preventing Lumi from getting in. So in order to help Lumi get in so she could see our shared account, I removed a bunch of the stuff, set it to myself, and then made it to where I could edit it so I could get Lumi back in. And then I woke up the next morning and Akko had changed everything, including the passwords, to make sure neither of us could get into it.
It's like the only reason why we went into the back end of the account was because we were getting their manager Paco off of it, because Paco had managerial access to the channel.
Yeah.
And since he has that type of access, he had the ability to delete live streams and videos. So we didn't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
Paco the Panda was technically, I guess, our old manager, but not even a manager to me and Mizu, because we never signed anything and he hardly talked to us. The most that he has ever done for me is typing up my YouTube description.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like, yes, he talked to me every once in a while, gave me some advice, but the majority of my growth was my own and promotion from Arch. Arch helped me more than Paco ever did, and Rage helped me way more than Paco ever did.
Look, guys, I'm gonna tell all of you this, and I'm gonna stick with it, is because I had some people message me and say they think Akko's kind of in an abusive relationship with Paco, and that they really need me and Lumi by their side for it. And the thing is, you can't save somebody who doesn't want to be saved. Because Akko will talk all the time about how much money they owe Paco, or like this debt of gratitude they owe Paco, because Paco helped them find a job, Paco helped them find a home, all this stuff. What I don't like to talk about is me and Akko's personal stuff, but I guess I kind of have to, because they try and hold this over to it. I've offered Akko my house. I have offered to drive down to where Akko lives and help them move. I have offered to let them stay here completely rent-free until they find a new job. Them living in my house with me would bring, like, even after they found a job, it would bring their rent down to like $200-something. It'd be almost nothing. I have offered to help them get out of their biggest debt payment, which is their car loan, because I have several family members that work in the automotive industry, and I gave them all the information about their car that Akko gave to me. And they basically said that they could help get Akko out of their loan. That they could even get their own dealership to just buy out the rest of the car loan completely and get Akko 100% no more car payments, get Akko into a new car with a much more reasonable loan after they find a job. So I've offered all this stuff to Akko in private before. I've tried to help Akko get away from Paco and like his weird shit he's got going on down there, but Akko didn't want it. And thanks to my friend Introburb, who I talked to the night before all this happened, who gave me the advice that if somebody is hurting you because they're in an abusive relationship and they refuse to leave it, there's really not much you can do other than leave them behind and tell them that one day in the future, if they realize what a fuck up they've done, then they can come back to you. Because I can't sit here and like repeatedly hurt myself and hurt Lumi and hurt our community because Akko is having whatever weird issue is going on. Like, I don't know how to fix that.
It's just like this started as a fun group thing. I wish it would have kept being just a fun group thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, how people always say, never mix a business with pleasure. If this was going completely fine until, like, this was 3 days ago when we were told that Akko wanted this to be a business venture.
Yeah.
From the beginning, it was supposed to be just for fun, to relax, to have fun, and be better than, not better, but like, you know, be different than the other drama tubers.
Yeah. It's, because we don't, Akko said that like they recorded the conversation, which again, that's another thing, that we were having a private conversation where we were all told we could be comfortable and pour our hearts out. And admittedly, I didn't pour out too much because I was genuinely too upset to talk to Akko at the time. But knowing that they recorded that after saying that, I don't feel comfortable around them anymore.
I don't either. It's like, I forgot what I talked about. I'm sure I talked about some personal things when I was, like, is saying that, like, because it's like, I know all of us work full time.
Yeah.
But it's like, I have 2 hours between when I get home from work and the podcast to do things for my family, to eat, to take care of other things that need to be taken care of. So it's like half the time I'm either low energy or, I don't contribute much. But when I do have that energy, like, for example, during the fucking Evil Toaster stream, and when we were watching Merryweather, I was very much engaged. But some days I'm just not, and I get it. I own up to that. But just being told that we're essentially dead weight.
I had questions about the Juniper thing. I conflated Underthetea with Juniper at some point. Mizu and Lumu were both part of Juniper at some point, right? To clarify, we had agreed to be a part of Juniper verbally, but we never signed anything, and we did not hand over Underthetea. In fact, one of the first things Paco did when he finally... Because first off, he was ignoring us for months. He just would not talk to us. He would tell Akko things, and then Akko would tell us. Even though we were all in a Discord together called the Juniper Discord, he wouldn't post it in there. He would privately tell it to Akko. Akko, we finally told Akko, like, look, Paco's not doing anything. He needs to, like, actually step up, because, at the time, Lumi specifically had turned down going with somebody else because of the Juniper thing. And we're like, look, we are actively turning down other deals, and Paco isn't talking to us. So we told Akko, you have till January of 2025, and if Paco doesn't have the ball rolling, we're leaving. So Akko got Paco to finally message us, and the very first thing he says is, hey, so Akko wanted me to, like, get the ball rolling. So here's what we're doing with Underthetea. First off, we're bringing in a new co-host. It's going to be this person. You guys are going to love him. And I was like, and I admit, I was the one that said this. I was like, wait. We didn't agree to, like, hand over Underthetea, and you didn't talk with us about this. Like, Underthetea is our show. It's all the three of us. We decided together. We have not handed it over to Juniper as, like, a property. We were agreeing that us three as VTubers might work with Juniper, but that doesn't necessarily mean you own Underthetea, which is a separate project. And he got mad at me for that, and basically immediately iced me and Lumi out because of me doing that, and would later send another message basically saying that I was a red flag, dead weight, holding everybody back, had nothing going for myself, and that it was weird that I cared for a small YouTube channel like Underthetea because it didn't even have, like, what was the number he gave? Like 10,000 followers?
10,000 subscribers, yeah.
Yeah, he said because Underthetea didn't have 10,000 subscribers that it wasn't important enough for me to care about it. Which I was like, my channel doesn't even have that much, and I still care about my channel. My channel's not even monetized, and I still care about it. I don't understand what you mean I shouldn't care about it.
Yeah, it's just like, one, we've only been doing this podcast for a year and had this channel only around since November.
Yeah.
I think we're doing fairly well for just doing a chill podcast. We could be putting in, like, oh my god, we can, like, production quality stuff, but we're all too poor for that shit. We could be putting out all of this shit. And would we be the same? Would we have the same amount? Would we have more? Who knows? We're at the mercy of the algorithm, honestly. And it's like, we're not doing bad at all.
Yeah.
And we do this once a week.
Yeah.
We do this once a week.
We told this to, like, we tried to tell this to Akko, like, look, we're doing one stream a week on this channel, and I'll be totally transparent with you guys. In the last 2 months, we made like $800 off 8 streams. That's like $100 a stream, which is a lot for, like, small people that don't have a huge following, that are just doing this for fun. That's a huge amount for us, and we really appreciate that. And they looked at that and all they could say was not enough. It needs to be bigger, it needs to be more, we need to have more money. And it's like, I don't understand why you care so much. Genuinely, I don't understand. Because,
Oh, go ahead, you can finish.
Don't go anywhere for like years. They just flounder for years and they never make anything of themselves. I was recommended on YouTube the other day a channel that is uploaded consistently every single day. And their most recent, not their most recent video, but their videos that are up to a month old have 2 views on them. This person is grinding away every single day. I watched their video and they were talking consistently the whole time and just nobody's watching. And that is how most people are. Most people just don't get anything for years. So for 1 year, we're already monetized, we're already making money, and we already have like 100 consistent CCV. That's so good. And they didn't see it.
It's just like, I don't know. I had a thought, and now I remember it. It's like for people who are saying that, oh, we were throwing a fit because, why would we want the channel branding, videos, and everything still up if we just seen this as a hobby? If it's like, okay, say that all of the videos were deleted, that gets rid of everything. That gets rid of our place in the algorithm. That gets rid of all of our watch hours, all of our views, all of our everything. It's like, it's not about the money. It really isn't. This was not just Akko's work. This was all of our work. We all worked hard on this. And it's like, I don't know. It's like,
it's
not
really
a lot
confusing that Akko thinks it's all their work. Because I read like part of their document that they posted out, which, by the way, guys, I actually do still have the document because I didn't close it. I opened it up on another monitor and just left it up. And like everything in it is like, it was mine, it was mine, it was mine, it was mine. It's like, it was ours. I don't understand why you can't say that. It was our project. We worked together. And I think what really ended up doing it was when Akko covered the curse document, it really like blew up her followers and started getting their channel into the algorithm and helping them blow up. A part of me feels like some of it is they felt like they got too big for us. Because me and Lumi are still kind of small and we're still going at our own pace. And I think Akko is just like, well, I'm just bigger now. So I need to move on from these little people that aren't going anywhere.
And it's like, it's not like we were holding Akko hostage or anything. It's like none of us, made a formal agreement on, all of us have to stay here, blah, 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 blah. It's like any of us could have left at any time. And it's like, hell, even while this was going on, Akko is like, Lumi, you should just quit the fucking podcast and just stay full-time at Archcast. And I'm like, I enjoy doing both. I don't want to leave this one. I enjoy this one. I love this podcast. As much as I enjoy Archcast, I don't want to just be over there.
Yeah, it's like some stuff in this document. By the way, chat, I have to kind of say this because I talked to Akko last night and this morning, and I was under the impression we were good. And I told them like, hey, in the future, I want to be friends again, but we need space and we need time for things to heal. And I don't know if I can do like I told them specifically, I don't know if I can do a content thing with you again, but I do want to keep playing games with you. And I was under the impression that things were good and we fixed that. And then like the third paragraph of this document, I would have been permanently locked out of the channel I am responsible for over 90% of the work on. Like, what? For those of you who don't know, this background that we use for all of the podcasts, that's mine. And we didn't even pay for that ourselves. That's just my old background from my old streaming.
And then we all had our own individual backgrounds for our little rooms.
Yeah. We all picked our own little rooms. The layout was made. All the layouts have always been made by me. Like every
And
single
the
one.
logo and shit was made with funds that were made by the channel. It was just put in through Akko's VGen account because, you know, it was her AdSense. Again, at the time when we put the AdSense into the thing, she was the only one that was monetized and the only one that had an AdSense.
Those the little fish lanes you guys see on the thumbnails, I paid for all of those, and that was even my idea. I didn't even tell Lumi and Akko about it until I had already paid for them, because I was like, guys, I have this really cute idea for like the matching Fuji text for us, and I'll show them when you're done. And I got them all from our artist Ari. And I just 90% of the work in reference to research. See, that's another thing, because Akko brought this up in a conversation with all of us, that she felt she was doing all the research. Lumi and I are posting all the stuff in the Discord. We have a private Discord chat on the Discord where we're posting it, and Akko's not even doing all the research. She's getting it from you guys who are helping us and posting it in our Drama General chat. I don't know what they're talking about doing research.
And it's like, yes, I don't have time to back read everything. And
Yeah.
I also kind of like the feeling of just reading everything fresh for the first time on stream, unless it's very sensitive information in a very sensitive situation. Otherwise, the rest is just shooting the shit, just having fun.
Yeah, we told Akko during the conversation that one of our problems was because they never brought up any of these complaints to us before, so we didn't even know these were complaints. But we told them, like, look, we kind of like finding topics, doing enough reading to make sure it's valid to like cover on the stream, but then we like to cover it mostly blind because you guys get our natural reactions to it. Because when we actually sit down and we do 100% of the research on a topic, start to finish, all of it, then we come in and we have like a 5-minute chat. Like, hey, I read the document, I think it was bad. Did you think it was bad? Yeah, I think it was bad too. Okay, move on to the next thing. And it ruins like all the like exploration part of it that made it feel more casual and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to clarify for chat that I don't want anybody to stop watching Akko. And I definitely don't want any of you to be mean to them. This is more of like a personal hurt for us.
Yeah.
We don't want you to like think you need to like fight for us, because the reality is we are fully in the channel now. I went through and I force logged everyone out. I made new login information for it and I passed it all over to Lumi. We talked about it and we're probably going to make it like semi more official than we had it before, where I think I'm going to make a sole proprietorship and just put the channel completely under that, and then have a agreement with Lumi that she owns 50% of like what comes out of the sole proprietorship. I'm going to talk with my bank about it to see what they think is like legal, because I don't want to do anything that's against the law, and I don't want to do anything that completely cuts Lumi out, even though I do know Lumi trusts me. I do like the idea of having it on paper, so this doesn't happen again. And in the future, if we do bring on like a third person, because of this situation, they're probably going to be more like an employee instead of the third partner.
It's like, I think for a while we should just stick to having like rotating guests.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how like it's going to be hard to trust somebody like that again.
Yeah, it's chat, I don't like talking about my emotions, but when we had the chat with Akko the other day, after we finished it, I had to go and like just sit in the shower for like an hour and cry, because Akko was one of my best friends for the last year, and I didn't know how to deal with it.
I close up. I just crawl into my own hole. I couldn't fall asleep last night, and I just like hung out with Mizu because I didn't want to be alone.
Random host. It's semi-random. Like Dama here, me and Dama are friends, and we actually stream on Fridays. We're going to be streaming tomorrow, which for Dama's anniversary, but also for our, we've been playing 7 Days to Die together. That's been fun.
Yeah.
So it's going to be people we, like, semi-know. because me and Lumi have kind of made lots of different little VTuber friends, and I think we'd rather have them on than try and get like wholly brand new people, unless they're super interesting. Like Taiga was super interesting, Legal Mindset was super interesting. Despite everything, we'd have Alara on, I think, just to talk. Interesting people, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Or people we semi-know, but it's... I apologize to anybody, because I know I've gotten a few DMs about it. I'm not bringing on every random little VTuber. I have to somewhat know you, and we have to somewhat be friends, to a degree.
Yeah. It like a small vetting process, at least.
I am kind of glad chat has the same take we have on the Akko stuff, that we really, like, after all the discussion, feel like it's more Paco than Akko. The problem is we can't be around Akko if they're going to continue that relationship.
Yeah. It's messy, and it's like, you know, to reiterate again, don't throw shade at Akko. Don't harass them. Don't do anything that we would frown upon, because it's a messy situation. But I think they still can grow from this and learn after, you know, taking a break, because they definitely overloaded their plate this month, like, by a lot. So I hope a break does them well.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe in the future me and Akko can be friends again, we can play games again together. But I just, every time they release something new, it kind of makes it harder for me to trust them. Like, don't hate Akko, just find the whole thing messy as hell. That's kind of what I prefer people to see it as. I've seen a couple people on Twitter like really dig into Akko, and I've tried to mostly reply to the bigger people because they have more reach and they could keep the story more civil. To be like, no, we worked it out, everything's done, it's over, problem technically solved, and we're moving on. Because like, y'all need rest and some space. We do. But yeah.
I'm still gonna keep streaming, obviously, because I enjoy streaming way too much. This is a thing that legitimately makes me happy every day. The last time I took a long break from streaming, I didn't know what to do. I was sad. This is something that I enjoy too much to just drop, even if I'm feeling sad and shit. It's like, I need to do something to keep me busy, otherwise I'll just get more sad.
Yeah. We thank you guys for listening in. If you have any other questions, you're free to ask me. I don't mind answering anything. I know Lumi kind of wants to just move on and continue their fun stuff.
If there's anything important, I can just relay it to Mizu.
Yeah. We super appreciate you guys dropping by. We hate to like dump all this on you at the end, but again,
yeah, we're sorry.
I'm the only one who hears a bell. I actually did hear a bell.
Oh, that was Moose Man's phone.
Oh, I was about to say, I have no idea on my computer what caused that.
Sorry.
I should have just said, what bell? I should have just
started the gaslighting.
Just start the gas.
But again, guys, we're sorry that we brought this up at the end, but the document got released just before it. I haven't even had time to read it.
Yeah, I haven't read it.
I do feel like it's one of the things that makes me think it's Paco, because there's no reason for them. They've talked about it all day other places, and there was no reason for them to release it just before. Oh my god, somebody super chatted $100.
Ethan, thank you.
Here is to better times and brighter futures. I'll watch the VOD late after work. I hope you have a good time at work. It is extremely appreciated.
have a good time at work. Stay safe and drive home safely.
But again, chat, totally sorry for the downer at the end of the stream. We love you guys. We're gonna bring other people, other guests on the stream, like little Dama here. Hopefully next time we can have a model.
I promise I'll work on it. I'm gonna literally...
shame.
No, I think what I have to do is I have to restart my VTube studio because sometimes that matters. We've had the problem in the past.
Yeah.
But I couldn't afford to do that after we start. Another $20 from Bull. Proud of the fixes.
Thank you. Under the Tea will not be stopping. We are going to continue this until we get banned.
Yeah, that was the first thing, is we really didn't want to stop the stream, and that's why we fought for it, and that's why I felt like I had to make things public to fight for it, because I wasn't giving up on it. This is one of the first projects I've really enjoyed, and I had people here with me that I really enjoyed. Give Akko a week or two, he should be approachable. I hope so. I know it's weird for you guys to hear this, because I'm normally the really abrasive one who's willing to kind of throw hands with anybody. But even if they're approachable in a week or two, I probably won't be.
I won't be for a while.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling to be like, I'm kind of over it, but I can't trust you and I can't talk to you. You know? It's a feeling I don't experience often. What caused Mizutamari to not get banned like the old Mizu did? Fuck if I know.
Because he's cute and funny.
That's
the model's
something I
cute.
think of.
The model is cuter.
To this day, Twitter would never answer me about why my previous accounts have been banned. No, they will not answer me at all. I don't know why. Maybe people just really didn't like those ones. Maybe I said something I shouldn't have. I think what's probably helped me is on this new account, I haven't posted anything not safe for work. Not a single thing.
That's probably why.
I've been a very good boy.
No more posting your ass on Twitter. Put that on an alt account.
But we really appreciate you guys, and we hope to see you next week. Tomorrow, I will be joining Father Dama for their anniversary.
Yippee!
We'll be doing 7 Days to Die, and they'll be doing stuff all throughout the day, so you guys should go watch. I really like Dama, and I wish they would get more followers. But the algorithm hates them because they're black.
So true.
Lord King Gundam, I hate you. Thank you for the 20. Are the rumors true? Donovan is the new host? No, not even for 2 silver pieces. No, go away.
You're gonna have to explain that one to the chat.
It's from Berserk. Donovan is the one who did the bad touch to Guts when he was about 7 years old for 2 silver pieces.
Wow. But we love you guys. We'll see you later. I wish I could raid you out to people, but I barely understand YouTube as it is. I always handled the Twitch side of it when we did it. So I'm a little rusty. I'll be learning as time goes on.
I'll help you out where I can.
Dama, would you like to plug yourself?
You put me on the spot, man. I really don't know anything to say. You put me on the spot. My mind's blank.
This is Father Dama, my femboy priest Shota toucher friend. You should all go watch them, and also follow me and Lumi on our channels. I didn't have them yet because I didn't know if they're going to be on. But as soon as this is over, I'm going to edit the description and have Dama's stuff right at the top with ours.
Hold on, here you go. Here's Dama's link. Go subscribe to them. Go support.
Yeah, chat. Go show Dama the support. There's a guest tonight. It'd be more noticeable if they had the VTube studio thing going on.
Yeah, I promise I'll work on it. I've been having PC issues all day today.
It's because you've been streaming too long.
No, it's because of my antivirus. It replaced itself with something else.
You have an antivirus?
Yeah.
That's a virus.
Please don't tell me it's the
It's the Russian one, the Kaspersky one.
This is why you don't trust Russian products.
So I am not saying this is computer security advice, but if you watch anybody that does like computer security shit, they say that the average person doesn't need anything more than Windows Defender.
Yeah. There's usually malware in those firewalls that you download. It's like downloading RAM.
But we love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Does Lumi have any plans for tomorrow for streaming?
Tomorrow I am going to be playing Anno 1800 with a new PNG that Arch got me because, yeah. He might pop by to knock over more of my town because he's disappointed in me, but we'll see.
Yeah, guys, you should go watch Lumi fumble through Anno because they are definitely not a city builder kind of person.
Anno's the first city builder that I have ever played. That was my first time playing a city builder.
And you are struggling.
I am!
Anybody want to play Dark Souls with me? I would consider it, Rain. I've never actually played all the way through the original Dark Souls. But love you guys. Have a good night.
Love you guys. Good night.